Hey, what's up guys, it's Professional here with another video from Battlefield Hardline. In this particular one, I will be going over Professional Syndicate Challenge or the Professional Syndicate Assignment, or just how to obtain the .300 knockout bolt action sniper rifle, of course. Now, do know that Syndicate challenges, especially these class ones, are very difficult to pull off. The Professional, yeah, it's also just as difficult to pull off, actually, I'm not even gonna lie. That being said, these Syndicate challenges are broken into two groups of a task that you have to complete. The second group being the requirements, the first group being the prerequisites. The requirements are not seen or you're not able to actually make any progress into them until the prerequisites are completed. And then the prerequisites are not seen until the prerequisites are completed. So therefore, you cannot see these prerequisites until they're done. So therefore, you want to know about them ahead of time so you can pull them off and get those requirements and then knock them out of the park, and of course get your .300 knockouts. Which, might I say, from being on the wrong side of that gun, is quite a powerful rifle. So the three prerequisites for the Professional Syndicate, of course, is the obtain a Professional Syndicate Gold Service Star, and particularly with these, because you have to actually go. The Professional Gold Service Stars are, of course, the Gold Service Star for the Professional class. That is not Gold Service Stars earned while playing as the class. It's the Gold Service Star while playing as the class and obtaining points with the class. So therefore, if you're in a vehicle or whatever you're doing, if you're not on the ground actually using your Professional class, not using a gun or scene on a vehicle or flying around a vehicle, you're not earning points towards your Professional's Gold Service Stars. So therefore, you need to be on the ground sniping, pistoling, knifing, whatever you do, just be on the ground or in the passenger seat of a vehicle. Therefore, that's how you earn points for it. Know that you can use things like the boost system, applying boost to your guy to increase your chances of knocking this out of the park very easily. Just get making your progress as fast as possible. Do know that you need a total of 275,000 points in order to obtain that Gold Service Star. It is 250,000 points to get the Silver Stars out of the way, and then 25,000 more to earn that Gold Star. With that being said, once you completed that, you have two more prerequisites, of course, to complete. The other one, of course, is to complete the Professional Assignment number 2, which is a previous assignment that you'll need to complete in order to, get through this Professional Syndicate challenge, of course. And then, of course, to purchase 10 weapons or gadgets for the Professional class. Now, these can be sniper rifles, bolt action rifles, which are the same thing, semi-automatic rifles, pistols, the camera, decoys, trip mines. Well, actually, trip mines you already get. But anything that's usable by the Professional class, purchase these weapons or gadgets, and that will knock this part out. So just cost you some money. That's it. Some in-game money. So once you've done all three of these prerequisites, the Gold Service Star for the Professional, the Professional Assignment number 2 assignment, of course, and then purchase 10 weapons or gadgets for them. That'll knock out the prerequisites and unlock the requirements, and you'll be able to see these. Another thing to note about the Professional's Gold Service Star is that, like I said, it's the Professional's Gold Service Star. So therefore, if you just see a Gold Star pop up while you're playing as a Professional, it does not mean that you've made progress on this. That's not the star they're looking for. Well, it means that it may not be the star they're looking for. They're not looking for, the game mode stars or the vehicle stars or anything of that sort, or your camera stars. It has to be the Gold Service Star, which is the star you earn for making overall points in this class. Like I said, the 275,000 points. But some people get mistaken, because even I have thought I earned it for my mechanic one, when it was actually the Blood Money Gold Service Star, or Blood Money Gold Star. So therefore, keep an eye out for this. Try to make sure you know it's the right star that you're looking for. Of course, you always check your progress, even if you're not on your way. If you're still in the Bronze Stars, you can still check your progress by go ahead and looking at Battle Log and looking at your overall points for the Professional class. And therefore, just know that whatever points is there, for the 6,000 or 60,000, you have to hit 275,000 overall points for that class, and therefore, that is how you pull it off. Now, once you've done all three of those prerequisites, you have 4 requirements, and of those 4 requirements, one of which is to complete or to obtain 200 sniper rifle kills. That is 200 confirmed kills with your sniper rifle, or assist counts as kills, just 200 kills using your sniper rifles. I recommend playing games like those like Conquest Large and Blood Money. Typically those things, or Team Deathmatch, anything you can rack up a high amount of kills in as little time as possible, of course. So go for that. That being said, doing this easy as possible, knocking those prerequisites out as fast as possible so that every one of your sniper kills counts towards this is the best idea. Sniper kills can sometimes take some time, especially for the less skilled players such as myself. it can take a little while. The other requirements for this Professional Syndicate assignment is to complete or to obtain 15 camera coins. Now, camera coins are a little tricky to earn. Actually, they're a lot tricky to earn. In order to earn a camera coin for the professional class, of course, you have to have 10 enemies spotted by your camera, and then they have to be killed while being spotted. So you have to place your camera out somewhere, and with high traffic, of course, and 10 enemies need to be spotted by the camera or spotted by your cameras overall in the match, and then they have to be killed while being spotted by that camera. Then it'll be an individual range, but once they've been spotted, if someone kills them before that spot goes away, then therefore it's one more, bonus towards your camera's coin. Once 10 enemies have been taken out that were spotted by your camera, you will get a coin. Obtain 15 of these coins, and that will knock out this requirement. The other requirement, of course, is to gain 15 Marksman coins. Now, Marksman coin is earned only by getting a headshot from 250 meters or greater. So you have to be 250 meters from your victim, of course, and you have to obtain a headshot. With the sniper rifle, it is not that difficult, but depending on your skill, particularly with me, getting a headshot from 250 meters can sometimes be a little tricky. But it's not impossible. It's nowhere near impossible, actually. It's not that hard. It just takes some practice, honestly. But once you do obtain a headshot from 250 meters, that is a single coin right there. So if you're doing some good distance sniping, it shouldn't be that difficult. Actually, when I think about it again, 250 meters is not a lot of distance. It's actually not that much distance at all. It's your typical low range sniping, really. Not really like, close quarters, medium and short range, assault rifle you pull off, but just your long range sniping. See me get pull off a headshot, I would recommend going maybe on the bolt actions, the high damage rifles maybe. Conquest large would be a good idea because you also got a lot of space to work with. And totally just go shoot someone's head off, honestly. That's the quickest way to it. And you're lucky because, all you do is pull off one of these headshots to get a coin. So for every headshot of 250 meters or greater, that's a coin right there. And honestly, don't worry. Don't even worry about this one. Just try to get headshots from as great a distance as possible. Get a nice spot, pop some heads, and you're good. That knocked that out the park. The last requirement is the most difficult of any of the class syndicate assignments, and that is to earn a reputation level of 4 in 10 separate matches. Now, in order to pull this off, you need to, of course, earn your reputation. Reputation is earned by completing any number of objectives, as well as eliminating enemies, reviving enemies, healing enemies, camera spots, trip mine kills, anything of that sort. Even someone using your zipline or grappling hook awards reputation points. Once you accrue enough points, your reputation level will increase, and when it does, you'll get a perk that you can assign. I do recommend assigning this perk as soon as possible and save a spot if you can, because I don't know if it's a bug or not that I've seen, is that sometimes when I'm not assigning my perks, it doesn't look like I'm making any progress towards the next level. I don't know if that's a bug or just me being weird and not realize that I haven't done anything for the past 20 minutes, but either way, just assign them as soon as you get to a safe spot. And these perks usually do help a lot, honestly. So do know, you just have to pull off, take out a vehicle, take out an enemy, revive an enemy, spot people, that type of thing will earn you reputation, of course. The sniper is one of the lucky ones because of this next part I'm going to tell you. If you die, you do lose progress to the next level. So say that again. If you die, you lose progress to the next level of the reputation. So if you are on level 3, on your way to level 4, and you are 90% of the way, let's just say, and you die, you lose all 90% that you were progressing towards level 4. You're still level 3, but you lost the progress made to the next level. Same thing goes for if you're on level 1 or level 0, whichever level you're on. If you start making progress and then you die, you lose the progress that you earned, of course. So therefore, you don't want to die. So that's why I said the professional is kind of lucky, because as long as you're, someone's counter sniping or no one's sniping on the team, you should be somewhat safe. Be alert of your surroundings, make sure someone doesn't sneak up behind you and arrest you or stab you or anything like that sort. Generally, just be alert of or attentive and keep on doing what you're doing. With the professional class, a little bit is tricky because other classes can utilize things like the hot wiring game mode, especially with the mechanic, and usually in hot wire you earn a lot of points. I mean, a lot of points very quickly. And as long as you're not dying, you can really rack up the reputation. But still, getting to level 4 is very tricky. But the professional, being such a class, is not really for that. Of course, you can snipe people out of windshields and stuff like that. It's still a bit tricky. So, of course, what some people say is to hop inside a car and hotwire and just ride around for the entire match. But the thing is with that, and I'm not saying that it's a bad idea. It's just that these game modes are pretty short, and therefore you can end up making a lot of progress towards level 4, and then the game will end. That being said, it's just generally can't happen. It has happened to me, so don't prevent that. But if learning reputation can be very difficult. One, for the fact that you die and you lose progress. So getting to level 4, it can be very difficult. Doing it 10 times, remember I said 10 times, separate matches, one time in each different match member. It doesn't matter if it's in a row or not. It could be today, the next week, and next year. As long as you pull it off 10 times, you'll knock out this part of this challenge. Just know that it is, like I said, it is difficult to get to level 4 sometimes. Professional may have a lot more chance because the fact that you can stay away from danger so much, you can be far away from your enemies, and therefore your chances of death are that much slower. Any tips or tricks for pulling this off? Of course, like I said, it's hot wire. Game modes like Blood Money, Capturing the Bunny, or journey around that type of thing will award you a lot of points. You can also stick a camera inside the room where the money is at. The same thing with Heist, and it'll get you a lot of spots. Try to think of anything else you can do. You can outside. What the fuck was that? You can assign reputation boost, which are one of the boosts that are in Battlefield, of course, and they go from anywhere from 25% to 200%. If you get one that's 200%, I advise you strategize and use that time as much as you can, and use it as best as you can. Therefore, you really start doing your shit if you do that. These boosts will increase and plus multiply the amount of reputation you earn, and thus increase your chances of hitting level 4 before the game ends. Another thing to do is, of course, to have a hacker maybe. The hacker has the ability to do a squad upgrade. What the squad upgrade does is that it upgrades the entire squad one level in reputation. So therefore, if you're on level 3 and their squad upgrade initializes, therefore you're now on level 4. It knocks you straight to the next level. So that being said, if you have a friendly hacker in a position and he wants to give you that boost, I'd say tell him to hold off for a little bit. Don't do it at the beginning of the game because generally, actually no, he could do it in the beginning of the game because the cooldown's pretty long. But usually the first 2 levels are easy to knock off. You'll knock that out very quickly. It's the last 2 that are very difficult. That being said, if you can get a hacker to jump in that position for your friend that doesn't mind that, it can you can help each other out, go back and forth, and therefore knocks out for each other. Because you do want that knockout bolt action rifle. It's fucking, it hurts. I'm just gonna say it hurts. Okay? But once you do pull all 4 of these things off, you will of course unlock the .300 knockout bolt action rifle, and of course earn your Professional Syndicate patch. So let me just go over that again. There are 2 groups of tasks for this Professional Syndicate assignment. That is the prerequisites and the requirements. You cannot exceed the requirements or make any progress in the requirements until the prerequisites are complete, and you cannot see the prerequisites until the prerequisites are complete. So therefore, knowing them ahead of time is the best option to do. So maybe write these down. The 3 prerequisites are to obtain a gold star for the professional service, the professional's class, whatever. So obtain a gold service star for the professional class. To purchase 10 weapons or gadgets for the professional. So weapons or gadgets that only the professional can use. And to complete, of course, the professional assignment number 2, which is a previous assignment that you'll need to complete in order to, of course, complete these prerequisites. Once you've knocked out all 3 of those prerequisites, you unlock the requirements, which you'll be able to see your progress in that. And these 4 requirements are, of course, to attain 200 sniper rifle kills, to reach the reputation level of 4 in 10 separate matches, which was I was just discussing, to obtain 15 Marksman coins, which is a headshot from 250 meters or greater, and to obtain 15 camera coins, which are 10 enemies spotted from the camera, and then they are killed while they are still spotted from that camera. So as long as they don't look at that spot, you're good. Once you knock that 10, once 10 of these enemies have been killed, you earn a coin, earn 15 of those coins, you're good. The Marksman achieve a headshot from 250 meters or greater, whether it be 250 or 1,000 meters or 2,000 meters, whatever it is, headshot them, and therefore you get a coin. Get 15 of these coins, you knock that part out. Once you've done all these requirements and all these prerequisites, you will be awarded the .300 knockout bolt action rifle, as well as your Professional Syndicate patch. So overall, good luck with that. I hope this information was very useful. Just good luck with that. I mean, it's a very tricky assignment to pull off, and I hope you pull it off. So once again, good luck with that. If you did like this video, go ahead and hit it with a thumbs up. If you dislike it, go ahead and hit a thumbs down. All I ask is that you just drop a comment saying why you thumbs down it. I mean, I'm not demanding it, but it'd help, honestly. Because maybe it's something I can fix, or maybe it's because you had a misunderstanding and I can answer a question for you. That being said, also, if you have any questions or any tips or tricks that you can help somebody else with, something that maybe helped you complete this assignment, go ahead and drop it down in the comment section. Always help out, your fellow players, even though, there's a better chance of them getting that rifle then and then killing you with it. Just still help out the community. I mean, honestly, it's not that much to ask for. Remember, you can also click any one of these video tiles right here on the screen to go to any one of these videos. Of course, there's other videos that I've completed. You can also hit that subscribe button down at the bottom to keep the date for when videos do release, or when I do upload them to the channel. You'll be the first to know because you're a subscriber. You can also check out my channel to find additional videos from a variety of games. Honestly, I do cover a lot of games and go back and forth with them. Battlefield Hardline being the most recent one right now. Just generally, you can check out the channel right there. If you have any questions, like I said, or comments, anything like that, go ahead and drop them in the comment section. Or you can, of course, hit me up on Twitter or Google+. Just remember, the links are in the description.